Barcelona at the heart of a storm. When 80 million, a historic renovation, and crucial decisions redefine our season. Barcelona family, hold on tight to your seats, because what I'm about to tell you will get your blood pumping and make you feel more alive than ever. We are on the brink of a week that could redefine our entire season, and the news breaking is nothing short of explosive. Manchester United has just put a staggering €80 million offer on the table for our gem Fermin Lopez, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. Joan Laporta has pulled off the feat of securing a €7 million approval that will radically change the club's financial landscape. Marcus Rashford and Joan Garcia are about to receive the news they've been waiting for weeks, and Jules Kounde will sign his contract extension in the next 48 hours. But here's the most shocking part. Hansi Flick is completely lost when faced with 3 decisions that will determine whether we win or lose La Liga this season. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal exactly what's happening behind the scenes at Camp Nou, and why Fermin might just turn down those €80 million that any player would dream of. Like this video now if you want Barcelona to reject United's offer, and subscribe, because what's coming next will forever change your perspective on this season. After months of speculation, rumors, and back and forth, Jules Kounde is finally set to extend his contract with Barcelona this very week. And this isn't just any extension, it's a deal that will secure one of the most important players in our squad until 2030, ensuring his continuity in the club's long-term project. Barcelona continues with its smart and necessary strategy of locking down the most valuable pieces of the team, guaranteeing that the core players, those who are fundamental to the present and future of the club, remain united for years to come. Jules Kounde, the 26-year-old French defender, arrived at Barcelona in the summer of 2022 from Sevilla, initially to strengthen the central defense and bring the solidity the team desperately needed. But over time, as he adapted to the club's style of play and consistently evolved as a footballer, he became much more than that. Kounde has transformed into an absolute reference as a right-back for the team, a versatile player capable of performing in multiple positions and a key piece in the tactical system that Hansi Flick wants to implement. His versatility, tactical intelligence, and adaptability have made him one of the most appreciated players by every coach who has sat on the Blaugrana bench. His current contract runs until 2027, but the club's sporting director, Deco, doesn't want to wait until that date approaches to start negotiations. The experience with other key players whose contracts were allowed to run down has taught the club that it's better to act with foresight, planning, and a clear strategy. Barcelona's intention is crystal clear: extend Kounde's stay until 2030, securing his presence in the project for the next 6 years and protecting him from potential offers from other interested European clubs. According to exclusive information published by Mundo Deportivo, one of the most reliable sources for the club's contractual movements, discussions between the sporting directorate and the players' representatives have progressed smoothly, without significant setbacks. The club and Kounde share the same goal: to continue together, build this project, and compete for every possible title in the coming years. It's an ideal situation where all parties are aligned, with no conflicts of interest. The French international himself, who in 2022 turned down a major offer from Chelsea to wear the Blaugrana jersey, has repeatedly made it clear that he prioritizes his continuity at Barcelona over listening to more lucrative offers from other clubs. Kounde feels at home in Barcelona, valued by the club and the fans, and firmly believes in the sporting project being built. His adaptation to the city, integration into the dressing room, and connection with the club's philosophy have been perfect from day one. The agreement, which according to our sources could be officially finalized in the next 48 hours, will include a significant salary adjustment in line with his current status as a fundamental player in Hansi Flick's system. We're talking about economic recognition of his footballing evolution, his importance to the team, and his commitment to the project. With this extension, Kounde will be tied to Barcelona until he's 31, solidifying his role as one of the defensive pillars of the team during his prime years. It's a long-term bet that benefits both the player and the club. Since his arrival at Camp Nou, the French defender has stood out not only for his defensive solidity, tactical versatility, and adaptability but also for his winning mentality and ability to step up in the decisive moments of the biggest matches. Last season, he won over the hearts of the Blaugrana fans even more by scoring the winning goal in the Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid. That goal was no fluke. It was the mark of a player who understands the importance of big moments, knows when to take a step forward, and has the champion's mentality that defines the greats. That goal in the cup final was more than just a goal, it was a statement of intent. It was proof that Kounde had fully embraced the responsibility of being an important player at Barcelona, and the moment the fans definitively adopted him as one of their own. An injury cut short his campaign at the end of last season, causing concern among both the coaching staff and the fans, but he is now fully recovered. He worked intensively over the summer and is completely ready to start the new season with maximum motivation. His physical condition is optimal, his confidence is sky-high after his participation in the Euros with the French national team, and his competitive mentality is perfectly tuned to take on any responsibility Hansi Flick assigns him. At Camp Nou, this extension is seen as a fundamental strategic move to ensure the team's defense remains at a high level in the coming years. Kounde represents stability, experience, and proven quality, three essential elements for any ambitious sporting project. But this extension also has important tactical implications. Hansi Flick knows he can count on Kounde for many years, allowing him to plan long-term systems, develop specific automatisms, and build a solid defensive identity. Kounde's versatility is particularly valuable for a coach like Hansi Flick, who wants multiple tactical options and greatly appreciates players who can perform in different positions without losing effectiveness. Kounde can play as a right-sided center-back in a back three, as a right-back in a back four, and even as a defensive midfielder in specific match situations. This versatility is pure gold for any modern coach. Additionally, his experience in high-stakes matches, his knowledge of the Spanish Liga, and his complete adaptation to Barcelona's style of play make him a fundamental figure in passing on knowledge and experience to the younger players in the squad. Everything indicates that in a few days, likely before the start of La Liga against Mallorca, Jules Kounde will put pen to paper on a contract that will keep him as one of the symbols of Barcelona's present and future. This extension also sends a clear message to the rest of the squad and the fans. Barcelona is building a solid project, betting on continuity, and securing its best players to compete at the highest level for many years to come. Joan Laporta has finally done it. After months of intense negotiations, marathon meetings, and constant media and social pressure, the president of Barcelona has secured a €7 million approval that will completely transform the club's financial situation. This means Marcus Rashford, Joan Garcia, and the rest of the pending signings will finally receive the good news they've been waiting for weeks. Barcelona is experiencing a frantic final stretch of the pre-season, not only on the pitch with Hansi Flick's last tactical adjustments but also in the offices, where the Blaugrana board is literally racing against the clock to resolve all outstanding administrative issues before the official season opener against Mallorca. With the start of La Liga set for Saturday, August 16th, the Blaugrana board is in a race against time to register all its new signings and promising La Masia youth players who are part of Hansi Flick's project for this season. Among the names still waiting to be officially registered are Marcus Rashford, the blockbuster signing from Manchester United, Joan Garcia, the goalkeeper brought in to cover Marc-André ter Stegen's long absence, Roan and Bargi, the young prospects who impressed in pre-season, Bojan Soljubisic, the experienced Polish goalkeeper, and La Masia products Gerard Martin and Marc Bernal, both of whom have proven they are ready for the first team. As a final positive note in this administrative rush, the Liga's medical committee has officially confirmed that Marc-André ter Stegen's injury meets all the criteria to be classified as long-term, allowing the club to immediately register Joan Garcia without additional restrictions. This medical confirmation was crucial for the club's plans, as it ensures two fully operational and registered goalkeepers for the start of the season, a fundamental requirement given the importance of the goalkeeper position in Hansi Flick's system. But the most important move, the one that will unlock the entire situation, happened this Wednesday during an extraordinary board meeting that lasted a little over an hour and marked a before and after in the club's financial situation. Joan Laporta and his board took an absolutely decisive step by unanimously approving a €7 million guarantee. This financial backing, supported by all board members, will cover the budgetary imbalance generated by the club's sports sections and, above all, will finally pave the way for the long-awaited 1:1 rule in La Liga's financial fair play. The 1:1 rule is the holy grail of financial fair play. It means that for every euro spent, you can generate one, giving the club total flexibility to sign, renew, and plan sportingly without administrative restrictions. It's the difference between having your hands tied and having complete freedom of movement. This €7 million guarantee is not an isolated move or a temporary fix. It's part of a much broader and more sophisticated financial strategy that Laporta and his team have been developing for months. In parallel with this guarantee, the club is awaiting final approval for the sale of 475 VIP seats at the Spotify Camp Nou, an innovative operation valued at €100 million that has already passed all audit checks and only needs La Liga's final green light. This VIP seat operation is brilliant from a financial standpoint. The club is selling exclusive spaces that don't yet physically exist but will generate revenue for decades. It's like selling the future to finance the present, but in a smart and sustainable way. In fact, These exclusive spaces have already begun to be commercially exploited, as seen during the Joan Gamper Trophy held at the Johan Cruyff Stadium, where temporary VIP areas were set up as a proof of concept for the final operation. According to exclusive information from Mundo Deportivo, the €7 million guarantee is directly linked to this operation. In other words, the guarantee serves as a temporary safety net while the €100 million deal is finalized, creating a perfect financial circle. If La Liga gives its final approval, as expected in the coming days, Barcelona will secure the economic margin needed to definitively balance the books and ensure the immediate registration of all players not yet on the official roster. The strategy is not just a complex accounting exercise, it has a direct and fundamental impact on the sporting front. If the plan materializes as expected, Hansi Flick will have all his star signings and standout La Masia youth players available from the first league match. This means Rashford could make his debut against Mallorca, Joan Garcia would be available as the second-choice goalkeeper, Soljubisic would bring his experience to the group, and youngsters Martin and Bernal could earn important minutes during the season. Finally, leave me a comment with your thoughts. Do you agree with my analysis? Do you think I've missed something? Which prediction seems the riskiest to you? What concerns you most about Barcelona's future? I read all the comments, and often, your opinions give me ideas for future videos. Goodbye. Thank you for joining me for these minutes of analysis. Thank you for your time, attention, and passion for Barcelona. Remember, no matter what happens this season, no matter what Hansi Flick decides, no matter what happens with the signings and extensions, we will continue to be here. We will continue to be Jules. We will continue to believe in this unique club. See you tomorrow with more news, more analysis, and more passion for Barcelona. Visca el Barça.